Shifting your mindset, it could be the key that unlocks a new level of fitness and overall well-being. I know because I've been there and I had to shift it many, many times. You probably have too. But just imagine how embracing the principles from this book. I think I've alluded to it on a past podcast before. It's from Carol Dweck is her last name. That's D-W-E-C-K. She's got a book called Mindset out there. And just the principles from that can really not only revolutionize your workouts, but your entire lifestyle. Because she talks about this growth mindset. And I love that because with every gym session, whether you're working out at home or working in a gym or just on the road, or every healthy meal, it's no longer a chore. And a lot of us, we think that way, don't we? But we can use that in the principles as a stepping stone to a better you. But before we get into all this great stuff, I do want to encourage you to head over to my calendar at talktoperry.com. It's wide open for podcast listeners and podcast viewers because it's all about keeping your energy high and just helping you reach all of your goals, because I want to help you recharge that mental and physical battery of yours and reclaim your power. We do that in 15 minutes. Mind blown emoji right there. Talktoperry.com. So just some of the things that I took away from that book. I don't have one to hold up for you here. I think I got it on Kindle. I also got it on audio. I do that, and I don't know if you do that as well. I find personal development to be super powerful, and a lot of times if I get something on audio, I often get it on Kindle so I can read it and highlight it and everything. Vice versa, if I'm getting it on Kindle and I'm really into a book, I'm often getting it also on audio. And this book was really, really powerful because one thing, and I think even James Clear talked about this in Atomic Habits, systems over goals. I mean, focusing on the system, it ensures your daily progress instead of just fixating on those distant goals, which sometimes can seem overwhelming. I think James Clear said, in the beginning, it's more important to develop the habit than it is to see the result, at least in the beginning part of it. And with that, just creating that system, make getting started easier, make just showing up and developing the habits easier for you, as opposed to like, oh, I'm overwhelmed, it's cardio day, or, I've got the next 90 days, oh, what am I going to do? I feel like I have to give everything up. You know what? It's embracing the journey. Just saying, I'm just going to trust the process. Another one, environment matters. Your surroundings, it does play a crucial role in, role is what I was saying there, in you achieving your goals. So being around supportive people, making it empowering, nurturing, fitness area. A lot of gyms will have that as well. Just maintaining your space, that keeping things less cluttered, it can help you maintain your fitness routine so much easier. And you can apply these strategies to a lot of things in life as well. But if you are a person that doesn't have the support system for continuing to go on your health journey and to get motivated and to stay engaged, then message me over at perry@putyourselffirst.com. I have a virtual group I run every single month because we do need to support each other and hold each other accountable and really help each other move forward. And that's where a big time support really, really helps. Another thing in that book was identity. It was all about identity, the evolution of that. And so that was a big part of it. Sometimes when I'm working with clients, we talk about, where do you see yourself, now that you're getting healthy, you're getting fit, you're reaching your goals, and you've got, you've reached your destination. There's still more life to go. What is that person? So if somebody says, hey, I want to lose 50 pounds. Okay, let's take that 50-pound weight loss, person and talk about their identity. What are they thinking? What are they doing? How do they grocery shop? How do they show up for their exercise? What's their mindset stuff? All these different things. And when you start doing those and you start having that self-view and start doing as many of those things right now, even though you haven't reached that weight loss goal, but what are the habits and the idea and the thinking that you can adopt and start doing now? It'll help you accelerate your results because you start shifting your idea or your identity to align with your actions and your fitness aspirations. So that is a really, really big one. Habit stacking, I've talked about that before, just linking new fitness habits with existing routines right after, like you're doing a workout right after your morning coffee. That's what I did when I kept telling myself I'm not a morning person, but I was out to say that is a limiting belief. That is just a story I'm telling myself. I'm going to prove it. So getting up in the morning, had coffee, got my workout done. So that was another one that I think is really, really big. Even the visibility rule, just keeping your fitness activities in plain sight, laying out your workout clothes the night before. I used to sleep in mine. So when I was doing that morning person, what were the things that I found to be obstacles? Well, what if I'm already ready for my workout in the morning? All I got to do is wake up and go. So that way you're reducing as many barriers to morning exercise as possible. And just this attractiveness of action, engaging in fitness activities that you enjoy. For the longest time, I was like, I dread this. And I'm like, why do I keep telling myself that story? What if I can flip that script and say, you know what, I really love this. Not that I'm trying to just convince myself, but I kind of am. Like, I want to like this. What can I learn along the way? Or what sort of exercises can I do that I really do enjoy? Hiking with the dogs, whatever that is. Just turning that exercise from this duty into something you enjoy and delight. And just finding satisfaction in the routine. I used to have these little things that I would do with myself. And like, after the workout, I'm going to have this special. It was always this recovery shake that I would have, but it tasted so amazing that I looked at, I was like, oh my gosh, you get to earn that. You deserve this, wonderful thing that you did because you worked out. I thought that was really, really cool as well. So, I can really just talk about fitness and the daily just embracing this as a lifelong journey with just, oh my gosh, I see this going in great ways, and I see it as a lifestyle now, and once I started doing that and starting creating little mantras for myself, it was now it's been a 21-year journey. But it took a little bit of time. It just took some practice. It took some resilience. It took some persistence. So if that's you, where you're looking to like, hey, I want to adopt that, then head over to talktoperry.com. That's where we have a conversation. So a growth mindset, it really transforms that fitness stuff from, oh my gosh, this is a burden, to, gosh, this is an exciting journey that I get to do. And I get it. You don't always start with that, but why not progress toward that? And continuous improvement to learn to find joy and overcoming the challenges and figuring things out. And just with each of those little choices that you make each day, it's not just, oh my gosh, I got to work out. I'm building a foundation for lifelong health. And just incorporating some of these mindset strategies, you're going to engage both in your mind, in your body, and the pursuit of your health, and setting the stage for lasting success, feeling happy and fulfilled. So just know you can choose to use your power and take control and use some of these strategies. And if you want to expand on some of these strategies, you know where to find me, talktoperry.com. Or you can let excuses, justifications, rationalizations, saying I don't have time, feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, oh, I can't do anything, blaming everything else. You can let that control you and drain your power. It really boils down to deciding and committing to yourself and your goals, and choosing to figure out new ways, looking at possibilities, learning and growing, and keep moving forward. You've got this, my friend. I'd love to hear your top takeaway from today. Drop those down in the comments. I will respond to those. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week. That's another Power Blast podcast in the books. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, when you are ready to recharge your battery, make sure you go to talktoperry.com. That's talktoperry.com. That's Perry. And I want to listen. I want to hear, what's going on. I want to help you in that 15-minute call to recharge your battery and reclaim your power so that you're off and running and creating massive momentum toward your dream. Also, every day, I am delivering more motivation, support, tips, and strategies inside my free community with amazing people like yourself. And we are conquering the mindset and the fitness. I do 52 weeks of free training in there. Plus, I coach and I mentor people as well as give you access to tons of resources and guides. It's called my Upside Down Fitness community because we work on a lot of mindset stuff, the inside stuff, and we're a fun group of people striving to make healthier habits in this awesome chapter of life. So make sure you get in there. I promise you'll absolutely love it. Just head over to upsidedownfit.com and you can get into the group. And hey, you would be an awesome friend if you get over to iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast and leave an honest rating and review for the Power Blast podcast. It helps awesome people like you find this show even faster, and that's who I'm looking for, awesome people like you. That's all I have for this week, my friend, and just to let you know, you absolutely rock. That's all I have for this week. I'll see you on the next Power Blast podcast, and always remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.